Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria, and if you're new here, I vlog food things. It could be shopping hauls, it could be cooking, it could be anything to do with food, and sometimes a bit of other things thrown in as well. Today's food, we're going to do some cooking. I'm going to attempt to do something I've never done before, I've never seen made before. I've heard plenty of it. Looking up for recipes was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, not because I couldn't find recipes, but because I couldn't find recipes for the UK, and I couldn't, they were all different. Everyone I saw were all different ways of doing it. So I ended up finding one. I'm not sure what country I've got it from. It was in English, so I could read it. That's as hard as it's been trying to find something to, do it. And it's so common a thing. It's something I've heard of plenty, and you will have too. What I'm going to do is a raspberry cobbler. Now, I thought, oh, no problem, got all these strawberries, raspberries, etc. I'll do a cobbler. And I thought, get the cookbooks out, have a look how to do them, because I've never done one before. And my mum had never done one. I've never seen anybody do one. So I thought, well, I'll get the cookbook out. Couldn't find no recipes. Took all the cookbooks out in the end. No recipes for a cobbler of any description. So it was a case of Googling it, and I had things in languages I didn't understand. And then when I did understand the languages, it was in countries that use different measurements and different ways of doing it. And some use this, some use that, and others use different. And I just got this impression. Well, I started off with the impression they were like little round cobs, a bit like when you do scones and you sit them on top. I started off with that impression in my head. By the time I'd done, I was left with the impression it was more like a batter mix of, like we can do a pancake, but a bit thicker. So it's something along those lines that I've gone with. I found a recipe that doesn't seem complicated, doesn't seem like it has too many things that it doesn't need to have. So I'm going to go with it. And to make it worse or more difficult for myself, I'm going to do it in the air fryer. Now, normally, well, these recipes that I have managed to see have all been in the oven. I've not found a single air fryer one. So I'm going to try and adapt it to go in the air fryer. Not even sure how big a bowl I need for it or anything, because the ones I've seen have been like square ones, and all I've got is sort of what I can fit in there is sort of that one. I think this is a pint one. This is a pint one. So we're going to see what we can do. Going to start off by doing all the ingredients. We'll just do it from scratch together. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done cobblers, fruit cobblers, that is a dessert one, because I think you can get savoury ones. I'm sure I've heard of savoury ones, and that's where I've got the idea of like little scone shaped things on top. But if you've done fruit cobblers, let me know in the comments down below, and also drop a recipe in there, an idea, or if it's similar to what I'm doing, just let me know. Anyway, we'll get on with it. This is going to be a long video today, and it could be disastrous. So I'm going to bring you down first of all. Now, I'm not even sure what order to do it in. I just ended up photo shooting a recipe. So I'm going to see, this says for strawberry, but my strawberries have gone back a bit now. I haven't got so many now. It's all raspberries at the moment, so I'm altering it to raspberry. I've heard of peach cobbler as well, so I think any fruit will do it. So it's got about doing the mixture, mixing the mixture, which is your fruit, mixing it with sugar, but that's to keep it sweet. I'm not going to do that because there's sugar in the main recipe, and as you know, I never chuck extra sugar in if I can help it. So I'm going to start off. It says you need a stick of unsalted butter melted. Now, I had to Google what a stick of butter was, and it turned out it's 113 grams. So I'm going to weigh it out straight into a basin that I can put into the microwave and just melt it. So let's bring you back down, see what we can see here. You can just about see, I think. Right, we've got that set to naught. I've got the butter out, but it's been in the fridge, so it's going to be quite hard. So I'm going to try and get it as close as I can to the measurement that we want. So we can do a bit more than that. The thing is as well, I mean, I'm not sure how big the dish is going to be, how much this is going to make. I might end up having to put the batter into another dish. I might end up going across 2 dishes. Gosh, this is going to be quite a lot. Just using all my butter. Just a bit more, I think, should do that. One thing, and it's been out of the fridge, it is easier to slice. There we go. That's as close as I can get it without it going over and going to 120. So that's quite a bit of butter. Right, I'm going to turn around now. And then you can see the microwave will melt it. Put you in a position where I can reach and you can see. Right, let's move my box for my weighing scales. I'll just pop it in there. Yeah, you can see. I'm not sure. I think what I'm just going to do, I'll just pop it on 20 seconds. Do you know, I forget how to use my microwave. I don't use it that often anymore. And I have to look at it and think, what button am I pressing? So we'll just wait for that. That shouldn't take long, and we'll see how it's doing. Might have to go back in for a bit more. The only thing, I don't want it spitting and going everywhere. It's not really doing much. Still quite solid at the minute. Put my spoon there, mix it around then. Put it on again a bit more. I've done 30 now, but I don't, like I say, want to do too much because it'll start spitting when it does start melting. So yeah, I've got no clue in what order it goes in. I think what I'm going to do is just get all the ingredients together and throw it into a bowl and mix it. And then I've seen 2 ways of doing it. One where they put those strawberries in the bottom and poured the mixture into it. And the one I've seen more often of is putting the mixture in and then dropping the strawberries into that. Well, fruit, whichever you're using. I'm using raspberries. So I'm thinking that might be the way that I do it. Oh, we're starting to melt a bit now. I'm going to give it a stir. And we'll see how it's doing. That's not going to take much more. I think maybe pop it in for 20 more seconds. It's on its way. So yeah, we'll have a longer video today because normally I've got everything prepped. But because this is the first time I'm doing it and I have no clue what I'm doing, I thought we'll do it together and then maybe you can see what I'm doing if you've done one and say, well, you know, you could do it this way, you can do it that way. I like all the hints and tips that you give me. You have to excuse that loud noise. I think that might do it. There's a few little bits in it, but if I stir it around, they'll melt. So, yeah, they're melting nice. So we'll come around. Just move my wire. Still not sorted out my wireless microphones yet. Let's move the scales out of the way and I'll bring you back down. Then you can see. So that's melted nice. So we've got that. Where's my phone gone? And that switched itself off. Oh dear. It says a cup of self-raising flour. So I'm using the cup out of my bread making machine because that's got measurements on. I'm not sure if I'm doing right or wrong, but I'm just going to bung all this in now. So find where it says a cup. See, it's seen that they put the butter in first. So I might just put this butter in and then put this on top. Because it's all going to mix up together anyway. Let's move that. I'm blocking your view, aren't I? That's better. So I'm going to put that in there first. This is more than trial and error. Right, I'm going to put that in. Then it says half cup of sugar, well, third to half, but I've not put no sweeteners in, so I might just slightly put, well, there's a third there. I think a third, we will go to a third. That looks quite a lot. If it goes slightly over, I won't worry too much. That'll be enough. Put that over there. We'll put that in. Then it says a cup of warm milk. Well, I think what I might just do, I might just mix this in before we put the milk in. See how it goes. See, some recipes I've seen with eggs in. This hasn't got an egg in it. Okay, so what does it say next? A cup of whole milk, so we'll fill the cup up. Maybe I shouldn't have mixed it first because it's going to be a bit lumpy now to remix. Never mind. Whoa. Right, so we've got the cup of milk. We want half teaspoon of vanilla extract then. Let's put them there. Where to put things in my little kitchen. So I've got bits of vanilla extract open all over the place. Didn't say half of a teaspoon. Forget. I think that will probably empty this bottle. Yeah. There we go. And that should be everything. The bottle's empty. That should be everything then. Self-raising flour, sugar, milk, vanilla and the butter. So we'll mix it all up. Maybe I should have waited until I put the milk in before mixing it, but never mind. I did what I did. This is real trial and error. I think all this might be too big for my bowl, too much from a bowl, so I might have to get a small bowl out and do a smaller one as well. Now this is going a bit like a batter mix, you know, like when you make pancakes, sort of texture like that. Can you see okay? I should have waited really because it's going to be a bit lumpy now. I shouldn't have mixed it until I put the milk in. I don't know what possesses me to do things sometimes. You live and learn. I can hear Cassie outside and she wants to come in. I'm worried she's missing something. Deanie's doing some shed roofs today. He's painting them with, it's like this bitumen paint he's got. And it seals your roofs and everything, on the shed roofs. And he wants to do them all before winter comes. Because that way when you get all the bad weather, and there's less chance of all of the felt blowing off then. It sort of secures it and makes it waterproof as well. Because you always seem to find every winter, well at the end of winter, we're having to refelt areas of the roof. So we're going to try it this way this time and see if it works. Like I said yesterday, we've got plenty of projects going on in the garden at the moment. Might take you for a walk out tomorrow and just show you what we've been up to. Or what Dean's up to. I really shouldn't have done this. I should get the whiz in it really, the electric whiz, but just can't be bothered to get it all out. I was only saying to my daughter actually the other day, to Lisa, I could do one of those little hand whizzers, not the hand mixers, I've got one of them, but I've seen like these little things on sticks that at the bottom of it, underneath it, it's like a little round thing that whizzes round, and you just put it in and move it round, it whizzes round. One of them would be useful. But I think I've got most of it out now. It's okay. Yeah, so I would put the milk in before you mix it. Don't do what I did. I wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mistake, or 2 or 3. If everything went smoothly, it just wouldn't be me. So it is like a batter mix, though. It is actually like when you make a pancake, that kind of mix. So I'm going to pour it into here. I don't know whether this is going to work, but I'm going to pour it in here. I've got to remember to leave room for the raspberries. Oh yeah, actually there's enough in here. This isn't too bad, just the right amount. It's not too bad at all. Put that behind us. Right, I've got some fresh raspberries. I've washed them so they're a bit drippy and juicy. So I'll come this way. So I'm going to just drop them in. I'm not sure how many raspberries, but I'll just go on what I think, really. I suppose it's how much you like. And truly raspberries, once you've washed them, they go a bit mushy sometimes. Some stay perfect, some don't. We just do them around the edge. I don't want to overdo it. I've got to bear in mind, because I've washed them, although I've left them draining, they're still a bit juicy. I should have done them a lot earlier this morning, but we've just picked them fresh. Getting loads of raspberries at the moment. Although some of the bushes seem to be dying back a bit. I don't know why, but I'm noticing that everywhere. When I went to the National Trust places and I go around the gardens, I noticed some of theirs look the same. Like they'd be growing beans and in between the row you'd seen a few dead ones, and I'm getting the same myself this year. I don't know if it's something to do with the weather this year, I don't know. But I'm not going to squeeze no more in there. We'll put them there. Let's wipe my hands. There, so show you what it looks like now. That's what it looks like. Looks like a bowl of batter, and I've just popped the raspberries on the top. Don't know how it's going to cook. It looks very runny. I really don't know how this is going to work out. But anyway, I'm going to go and get the air fryer, because as those of you who know me know I've got a small kitchen and I can't do the preparation and have the air fryer there because there's no room. So I'm going to clear some of this away, get the air fryer, and then we'll go and see what we can do with it next. Right, I'm all ready to do this. I've warmed the air fryer up. I'll just bring you around a little bit so you can see. There we go. I've warmed the air fryer up. I thought I'd better because it's such a runny mixture. I'm going to sit it in. Hope for the best. There we go. I should put things around it. I know, I never do. Oh, it's quite heavy with that in there. It's quite a heavy thing. Right, cooking it wise, here comes another problem. It just had something in Fahrenheit which I converted, and it should be something like 140 in the air fryer, but I don't know if I trust that conversion because it's such a runny mix and it says 140 for half an hour. Now I know sometimes it's better to do it lower and less and put it on for a bit longer just in case, but I'm tempted to just knock it up, say to 150, because I never saw an end product of this when I looked up the recipe, so I don't know how runny the mixture is. I don't know how it should be, so I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to put it on to air fry. I'm going to go 150, and then I'm going to go for 30 minutes. Oh, gone past it, 30 minutes. So I've done it on air fry, 150, 30 minutes. Away we go. I have absolutely no clue how this is going to turn out, I've seen where somebody was eating some at the end and it looked a bit, well, one I looked at looked disintegrated. Don't think mine will disintegrate, it'd be more like a big runny batter. But another one was like a very light sponge, and it was very light looking. So we'll just see, we'll come back to it in half an hour and we'll just see what it looks like then. Okay, so we beat the telling moment. Oh dear. Let's bring you down so you can see. Oh, it's risen. Let me just pop it down here because it's heavy. Now I'll just show you the top. There we go, that's what it looks like. It did say it got to be golden brown, so it is golden brown. But I don't know what the middle is supposed to be like with it. So I think what I'm going to do is lift it out. Do you know what it puts me in mind of a bit? Is a souffle. It's got sort of, because it's all sort of puffed up. Let me move you around a bit. You look a bit crooked, that's it. Because it's all sort of puffed up. It looks a bit like a souffle. Right, let's get it out, we'll see. Move this out the way and we can see better what's what. Right, so that's what it looks like. It says wibbly wobbly, but I imagine it would be because it was like a pancake batter mix when it went in. But I think it must be set. I don't really know. Do I put a knife in it and test it? It says to stand, when you've cooked it, stand for 10 minutes on a rack. So might get my rack out, put it on a rack and leave it stand for the 10 minutes and see what it's like. I don't know if I can sort of reach my rack without clipping on my microphone. Oh yeah. I should have known in this small kitchen I can reach anything without having to unclip. Right, so we'll pop it on there. I can see better then. Let's move the towel from under it, don't need it there now. So, there, we've got it on the rack. Feels okay, feels bouncy, but not runny. I don't think I'm going to poke at it. I'm going to do like the recipe that I saw says, and I'm going to leave it stand for 10 minutes, getting my words right, and then we'll come back to it and we'll have a look what it's like then. So I'll catch you in 10 minutes, although to you it'll be instantaneous. Okay, so we've gone just over 10 minutes. It feels cool enough because I can pick it up now. It is, I won't say sunk, but it's not as puffy on top as it was. It's level now with the dish. So I'll just bring it down. I don't know whether I need to put this in, but see, the middle of it, I think still looks a bit runny. See, look, even though I've let it rest, it seems runny. So I think I'm going to have to put that back in. I'm not sure how long for because it's cooked all around the edge. So I'm not sure how long for. I'm going to get the air fryer now, packed it away. I'm going to get the air fryer back and I'll pop it back in and I don't know whether to do it for another 10 minutes. We'll see. I'll just go and fetch the air fryer. Take off my I wasn't working then. So what I'm going to do I will pop it back in, because it is all cooked around the edge. It's just a little bit in the middle. I think because it shows you them when they make them in dishes, to like square, long, well, oblongy type square dishes, so it probably spreads better. But I haven't got anything like that that will fit in here, and certainly couldn't fit anything bigger in here. So we've just got to manage how we can. So we'll pop it back on. We'll go to air fry. I'll take that to 150. And if we just do 10 minutes, that might just do it. I don't want to burn the edge. Okay, so we've gone back on air fry, 150, 10 minutes. And hopefully that will do it. Right, I've just fetched it out again. Let me just, I'll show you. There it is. There's a lot browner now. I don't think it's meant to be quite as brown as that. And it's quite brown on top, but it's cooked. And I had to put it in for another 10 minutes. So it had an extra 20 minutes on top of the first one I did. So it was 50 minutes all in all. Now, I think from the pictures I've seen that it's not supposed to be that golden. I mean, it's not burnt, but it's bordering on the edges of. But it's not burnt. But it's meant to be a golden brown, like the colour when it first, when I first showed it you. So I think it should be in a longer dish, a longer squarer dish, and then it would sort of cook through the middle a lot better than what it has. This is in a higher dish, so I think it's down to the shape of the dish. But like I said, I couldn't fit a different one in there, so I had to do what I'd got. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit into a bowl, and I really do hope it's cooked in the middle. I have put a knife in this time and it has come out clean. So I'm going to put a bit in a bowl and we'll see what it's like. So I'll bring you down. Got a bowl ready. Bring you across so you can see. So I'm going to just turn it round. So I want to be able to show you what it's like. Oh, so there we go. That looks okay actually. That looks all right in the middle. Thought it looked a bit bordering burnt, but actually when you take it out it's not. So we'll put some there. Yes, it looks fine in the middle. That was a bit deceiving because I thought it looked burnt. Right. Take some out. It's a bit warm at the minute. So that's what it looks like. And you can see nice spongy bits. Let's see if I can show you. Now I've taken it from here. That's how it looks in the dish. There we go. See better with the light. So that looks okay. It actually does look okay. I thought it looked burnt, but it isn't burnt at all. So maybe 50 minutes in a bit higher dish is better. If you've got a flatter plate, all the better. But if you're using a bit of a higher pudding dish, you need to do it a bit longer. And it seems okay. So let's have a taste. That's really nice. I do like that. Oh. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Go lovely with some ice cream. And I keep forgetting to buy ice cream. I go in the shops and I think, oh, I'll pick some up, and I'm always forgetting it. But that's really nice. I really like the taste of that. It's you can taste the sweetness, but not too sweet. You can taste a battery taste, but not like a pancake. And I can taste the raspberries infused in with it. And it's nice and soft, but it's not runny. It's sponge. Do you know, that's really good? I do like that. I didn't expect it to turn out at all, because I've never seen one done, and I've never done one But yeah, that's really nice. I do like that. I would do that again, actually. I would do that again. But I think in a bowl, like a pint pudding bowl, it'd have to be 50 minutes, not half an hour. And so, yeah. But maybe I'll try one in the oven one day on one of my bigger, longer bowls. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one day. Because the ones I've never seen them done in the air fryer. It's always been in the oven on longer dishes. So maybe that would take less time then. I know things are quicker in the air fryer, but the fact that I haven't got a smaller, flatter plate, it's a higher one, that's probably what's made the difference. Do you know that dog? I bet you can hear her barking, can't you? She's in and out today, barks at everybody who goes past. Although we've got a big gate, puts a nose under it to see who's going by. It's terrible. And nobody's coming here. But she makes you look every time. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Oh, and thank you for getting me to 2,000 subscribers. That's amazing. 2,000, wow, that's a huge number. So thank you ever so much, and all the support you give me watching all of my vlogs, videos, that's a huge support to us. So thank you so much. So we'll probably pop back tomorrow. Probably won't be cooking tomorrow. Might just have 5 minutes with you tomorrow, 10 minutes with you, and we'll have a walk around the garden, have a look what Dean's up to. Just a bit of family friendly chatty time, eh? We'll just see what he's up to in the garden and see what's happening tomorrow. So until then, thank you for watching, and like I say, thank you for everything you do, subscribing and everything. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.